A splendid morning to all of you, my friends. Can you do me a favor right now? Can you stretch your mouth and smile? And then smile again. Remember that you deserve that smile today. I want to kick off our episode number 4 of the Good Life Project series, The 4 Happy Chemicals. But before we dive into it, let's play this. Before anything else, I just want to take this opportunity to thank a couple of international organizations and a company who invited me for speaking and judging opportunities. First is the Instituto Mexicano de Control de Calidad. I got invited as a keynote speaker during the 24th Latin America Quality Congress, together with the international quality gurus and speakers across 5 continents. Second, I want to express my gratitude to the Asia Pacific Quality Organization. I was one of the resource speakers during the inaugural Asia Pacific Quality Organization Virtual Conference 2020, together with the international speakers from different continents. I also want to take this time to thank Zen Varix for inviting me as one of the judges in its Lean Six Sigma Green Belt Training Certification Program. I had a great time doing the knowledge sharing to the participants. It was so amazing. Thank you so much. If there is one thing I want you to think right now, say these 2 words. Just believe. If we want something, we can make it happen. Just believe. Remember that believing requires faith. It calls on you to trust more than what your eyes can see. On the condition that we ask with intention, believe it can happen, which then ultimately results in us receiving what we desire. For many, this sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? It is as simple as just believing, but it's a good start to start believing on what you want to happen. In our future episodes, we will talk about the details of this. All right, let me start today's episode with this quote. The pursuit of happiness is real. We all want to be happy, right? After all, life is better when we're happy, healthy, and successful. The fundamental reason why happiness is so important is that it's extremely vital to our own goals in life, and it can help us achieve many other cherished personal ambitions and goals. Also, by being happy, we have the potential to change many other lives by just being ourselves. Happiness is the universal feeling we all aspire to experience. More of it, yet we can be an angry, moody, depressed bunch, can't we? The science of happiness tells us that being happy is a choice. But this is what I want to tell you. If you're struggling to make lemonade when your life hands you lemons, maybe you just need a little motivation, or maybe you want to know your body chemicals that are responsible with what you're feeling. And that's our episode for today, the 4 happy chemicals. We might not have a money tree, but we can have a happiness tree. We have the dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphin. So these are the 4 quartets responsible for our happiness. These are our neurotransmitters or positive neurochemicals. Let's start with number 1. Dopamine, the reward chemical. Dopamine enables motivation, learning, and pleasure. It gives you determination to accomplish goals, desires, and needs, which means that dopamine is so important in our life. How deficiency of dopamine affects you. The lack of dopamine or the absence of dopamine can result to procrastination, low self-esteem, lack of motivation, low energy or fatigue. And I know every now and then you can feel that, right? You have low energy, you feel that you are so tired, inability to focus, feeling anxious, or you have high anxiety, feeling hopeless, mood swings. These are the symptoms that you have deficiency with dopamine. However, you don't need to worry. Here are the ways on how you can increase your dopamine. The first one is you can do meditation. I do meditation on a daily basis and I can feel that I'm reaping the benefits of meditation. You can also do it on your end. You can just, find a quiet place in your home and then find time to meditate. You can search on YouTube for the guided meditation. I usually select the 10-minute guided meditation. You can start with that and you will be fine. Second is for you to create or to prepare your daily to-do list. That can definitely help you achieve the goals that you have set for today. You can also lay out your long-term goals or assess your long-term goals or craft your long-term goals. And you can also take food that is rich in L-tyrosine. Another thing that you can do to help you increase your dopamine is to exercise regularly. That's what I do. I exercise on a daily basis, at least 10 minutes or 15 minutes. It can either be your cardio exercises or other exercises. So just do it on a daily basis or maybe 3 times a week at least. Next one is to create something. It can be in a form of writing. It can be in a form of lyrics. It can be in a form of content in YouTube, in Facebook, in any other social media sites. It can either be music or any arts. So you can do that. You can create something that can help you increase your dopamine. Number 2 is oxytocin, the love hormone. This is also called the cuddle hormone. A simple way to keep oxytocin flowing is to give someone a hug. Oxytocin gives a feeling of trust, motivates you to build and sustain relationships. It plays a role in bonding. How the deficiency in oxytocin can affect you. First one is feeling lonely, stressed, lack of motivation, low energy or fatigue, disconnect of relationships, feeling anxious, insomnia. And how you can increase your oxytocin. So here are the things that you can do. First is physical touch, socializing, massage, acupuncture, listening to music, exercise, cold shower, meditate. So you can do these things to increase your happiness levels. According to Dr. Paul Zak, the interpersonal touch not only raises oxytocin but reduces cardiovascular stress and improves your immune system. So rather than just a handshake, go in for the hug. Dr. Zak recommends 8 hugs each day. When someone receives a gift, their oxytocin levels can rise. You can strengthen work and personal relationships through a simple birthday or anniversary gift. Number 3 is serotonin, the mood stabilizer. When it comes to feeling significant or important among peers, calm form of accepting yourself with the people around you, we are talking about serotonin. And the deficiency of serotonin can affect you to have that low self-esteem, overly sensitive, anxiety, or sometimes there are panic attacks, mood swings, feeling hopeless, social phobia, obsession, compulsion, insomnia. These are the impact of low level of serotonin. How can we now increase that serotonin? The first one is through exercise, exercising regularly, especially through running. Cardio exercises, those are very good exercises for you. Second is cold showers. I've been trying to do cold showers for a few weeks now, and I can feel that it's really working. The third one is sunlight. Sunlight is very powerful. Massage, meditation, walk in nature. This is very nice. Walking in nature. Exposing yourself to trees, to flowers, to plants. That's the reason, right? You can start planting indoor plants in your homes. A lot of youngsters, a lot of professionals or young professionals are actually planting in their homes, especially during this time of pandemic. Swimming is another exercise that you can do that can help increase your serotonin, and cycling. Reflecting on past significant achievements allow the brain to relieve the experience. Our brain has trouble telling the difference between what is real and imagined, so it produces serotonin in both cases. It's another reason why gratitude practices are popular. They remind us that we are valued and have much to value in life. If you need a serotonin boost during a stressful day, you can take a few moments and reflect on a past achievement or achievements. You can check the video that I uploaded before that talks about the cookie jar methodology, wherein you have to input or you have to put all of your achievements on a piece of paper and put it on a cookie jar. On a very tough situation or stressful situation, that's the time that you can revisit all of those things that you input in your cookie jar. And that will remind you a lot of good things. That will remind you a lot of your achievements that will boost you, that will provide you additional fuel for you to go forward, for you to keep going in life. Earlier, I mentioned about sunlight. You can have lunch or coffee outside and expose yourself to the sun for 20 minutes. Our skin actually absorbs UV rays, which promotes vitamin D and serotonin production. Although, just a reminder that too much UV light isn't good. Some daily exposure is healthy to boost serotonin levels. And number 4 is endorphin, the painkiller. This endorphin releases a brief euphoria to mask physical pain, responds to pain and stress to alleviate anxiety and depression. So it looks like endorphin is very important when it comes to killing the pain of our body. And then the deficiency of endorphin will affect you in various ways. The first one is anxiety, depression, mood swings, aches and pains, insomnia, impulsive behavior. These are all the influences or these are all the impacts of low-level endorphins in your body. And how can we increase that level? So here are the things that we can do. First one is laughter or crying, creating music or the art, eat dark chocolate, exercise, stretching, massage, and meditation. Okay, so let me expand some of these items. Along with regular exercise, laughter is one of the easiest ways to induce endorphin release. Even the anticipation and expectation of laughter, that is attending a comedy show, increases levels of endorphins. Taking your sense of humor to work, forwarding that funny email, and finding several things to laugh at during the day is a great way to keep the doctor away. Aromatherapies. The smell of vanilla and lavender has been linked with the production of endorphins. And also, there are studies that show that dark chocolate and spicy foods can lead the brain to release endorphins. So keep some scented oils and some dark chocolate at your desk for a quick endorphin boost. In a nutshell, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins are the quartet responsible for our happiness. Many events can trigger these neurotransmitters, but rather than being in the passenger seat, there are ways so we can intentionally cause them to flow. And that's all it for our 4th episode. I hope you've learned something. Watch out next Sunday in our next episode. This is MindGrit by Dr. Rey.fremista. Remember to be happy always.